So that's starting to shape up. One other thing I want to add is something called the metaphone for the name. So metaphone is kind of a cool feature that's built into PHP, and basically it calculates a phonetic pronunciation for the name so that you can do sloppy matching. You can find all the names that are sort of like Karen, for example, by looking for metaphones that match. And so let's go ahead and add that after the name. And to get the metaphone in PHP, all I have to do is call metaphone of the name. So Lisa is LS. Basically, you drop the vowels, including the terminal vowel, and then some of these consonants map. So like Deborah, Tebra, and so on. Fun to look at. So I think this is about done. I need to add a header for this table. Now that I've finished deciding what columns I want. So I want rank, name, metaphone, gender, count, and percent. Let's scooch this down. And since this is exactly the kind of thing I might change at some point in the future, I'm going to go ahead and make an array of those strings, so I only have to change the array. So header is an array that includes rank and name and metaphone, gender and count and percent. And then to output this header line, I'm just going to have a loop. So after my table, but before I start outputting the table data, I'm going to echo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the table row, and close off that table row. And inside here, I'm going to have a loop for h equals 0, h less than header dot, count of header, h plus plus. Go ahead and put that spacing, put the spacing here as well. Echo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, TD dot header sub h dot close TD \n. So that should be all I need for my header line, and then the rest should be the same. Oh, I wanted those to be THs for table header instead of TD for table cell. And this is a nice feature. It automatically fixed that side for me. Great, so now that's a header. And then let's add an H1 to the top for popular names. So above the table, let's go ahead and echo before H1 popular, and then we want male or female. So let's go ahead and use the ternary operator. So gender equal gender male, question mark, male, colon, female. So popular, male or female, names from, and then year. And we'll close off our H1 line and add a new line. Popular female names from 1962. Let's go 1880. The top 50 names for males. John, William, James, Charles, George, Frank, Joseph, and so on. So, almost 10% of males in 1880 were named John, and almost 10% were named William. Let's see if Mark is in the top 50. Let's go all of them. So all the male names from 1880, and then I'm going to find MRK, which I know is the metaphone for Mark. So Mark with a K was a little under 1%, or I'm sorry, quite a bit under 1%. And then Marcus, MRKS, another 0.20%, give or take. Morgan actually is, K is either a G sound or a K sound in metaphone. And Marquise, or Marcus, so MRKS. So Mark doesn't appear there, does with a K. And then let's look at 2014, see how popular it is now. Lots of data from 2014. So F3, so let's go all the way up to the top here. And so Marcus is the #1 male name for MRKS. Mark, 189th on the list. Not too bad. MRK for Marco, 308. MRKS for Marcos. Here's my name, Mark. So I'm 636th in 2014. Anyways, that should be about it for this particular lab. I'm looking forward to seeing what you find.